breaking news this hour if you've just joined us. Stuart Armour is now manager of Henley FC. More on this to come in the next hour, but first, we're going to give you some brand new music now from Bryony, and this is Relief here on British Radio.
Half a suitcase full, we fight, I push, you pull, repeat. Second chance is second done, this time is the last one. Relief. When we cross the line,
Stuart! Stuart, I know I'm trying to talk to myself, but Stuart! Sorry, what? We've got a show to do.
Oh, yeah, sorry. We've got To the Prem to do. Of course, we'll get on it. But first, I want to listen to this wicked new song.
Okay, fine. Just this one song. It's quite catchy though.
And Relief. It's available to download now on iTunes and stream on Spotify. Let's get doing it. You're listening to Great Britain Radio. More news and headlines coming up on the way. Welcome to the Prem, episode 2 with Henley Town. That is my team now going through to the Prem for Football Manager 2018. Now, what we're going to do is we are, in episode 2, we're going to highlight kind of the mid-stage of things, where we are halfway through the first season, and also look a bit more in depth, a bit about what's happening at the club. So, as you've just remembered, we played our first game, and we won that 4-0. So, let's actually go into the game now. Hello, there you go, I'm at the bottom there. As you can see, this is the main screen we've been greeted with. Classy Troke on form for Henley as we won 4-0, I think it was, in the last game. 4-0 against AFC Aldermaston. So that was our first game, and what we're going to look at now is a bit more about the financial side of things behind the club and to see how well we progress. So we've had our first game of the season. As you can see, that when with the club at the moment, we've got an overall balance of £543, and we've made a loss of £832 this month. So not looking too good at the moment. So let's have a look at our income at the moment. So we'll start with nothing in here. We'll see what happens. So I'm taking away absolutely everything, and as you can see, TV revenue, we're not getting a thing. Season tickets, well, obviously we had the dip in July because there was no games, but we've managed to get £849 for the season. Sponsorship comes in a little bit low, but £2,342 for the season. We've got no solidarity payments. We've got no prize money payments. We've not sold any players. We've got another income of £459 for the month so far for this season. We've got match day income of £159. We've got merchandise of £22, so we're selling £22 worth of merchandise. That's fine. No investments, no interest,
and £211 of gate receipts we've received, no grants, and fundraising of £2,785. So you can see that our big incomes come from fundraising and also sponsorship. That's going to be a big thing for us. Now expenditure, this is where it's going to get messy. So bonuses, 775 so far for this season. Travel costs, we've already spent 315 last month and we've got 366 already for the season. £50 already for this month. Scouting costs are £7, £22 last month, £29 total. Of course, we do need to send our scout out to go and report back on our oppositions, because that's what he's there for, to help us get there. And obviously we're losing £139 on tax, £226 in total. Loyalty bonus, nothing. Player wages, nothing. Transfer expenditure, nothing. Other expenditure is a big one there at £700. Don't know what other is. Doesn't really tell you. There we go. It's so expenses such as advertising, supplies, and other general expenditure. Don't know what that is. Staff wages is coming out about £1,335 a month. Or last month. Non-footballing costs. And that's 362. So you can see that, league fines, we're not paying anything, no loans. Director endorsement, bonuses basically for directors are £3, no dividends, no agent fees. So the main expenditure is our staff wages. That is going to be our problem. Now looking at wages, we've got 20 players. All of them are on nothing, but they're on pay-per-play balances. So if we've got all players that are playing on £60, that's quite a lot a week. So if we, I'm not going to be able to do the quick maths. But there you go, 108. There you go, that done it for me. I don't even know why I said that. £806 per week is our expenditure if they play, including bonuses. So no debts and loans at the moment, so we're doing all right. Sponsors, we've got that one sponsor which we mentioned about earlier, which is 1.2. Now this is our projection. So this is what's going to look like. So at the end of the first year, we're going to be 30k in debt. By the end of the next year, 60k in debt. By the end of the third year, 91k in debt. There's nothing I can do about it but hope that if we actually get promoted, we get some prize money from that. But also, we've got FA Vars as well. So if we can get a good cup run, maybe that can save our position. So our board, let's have a look at the board. So the board are happy, and that they're looking forward to my time in charge with optimism. They're happy with a 4-0 win, of course. They're disappointed with the signing of Tunde Adewemi. Now I've used him in previous saves, so I know he's not the greatest of strikers, but I know he can do well. Chairman's not going to leave out of his own will. The board said that we can scout within this nation, but again, all I'm doing is concentrating on the league and the opposition that we've got. Can hire quite a few coaches, but again, that was my downfall. I'd done a save earlier on in the year with a team called Billingshurst, and that was where my main fall down was. I packed out my backroom staff and crippled the club. We're now in the Vanarama National in that save, and it's not looking good. So this is good confidence. They like my transfers, and if you actually click on the transfer summary, they'll tell you that the fans are pleased. So they're hoping that they can do well. They believe obviously he's poor, but they do like the 4-0 there. Club issues, well, we've got good club stature, and that will only rise if we do well. Wage budget and my job value is good. Competition performance, well, again, they can't really say anything, but they're going to be happy, hopefully. Match performance, of course, they're very delighted with the first one, and hopefully we can keep that 100% going. We'll have to find out. But apparently, with their comment there, disappointed with the less than exciting football on offer. You just saw a 4-0 win. What are you talking about? Less than exciting football, I don't know. These are all our transfers. As you can see, this is the popularity in some of them, and as you can see, not all of them are very popular. However, I think he'll be a very popular decision at the end. Tactics, again, fans are reserving judgment on my tactics at the moment. So what we can do when we get to halfway through the year, we can have a look at seeing how much this has changed. Now, one thing I do like about Football Manager 2018, is this screen here, the dynamic screen. So with this tells you how your dressing room's doing, the atmosphere and everything like this, but also who your key players are. So your top influencers are Trevor Sinclair and Ashley Kane, and the thing is, you've got to keep them happy in the squad. We'll have a look at their hierarchy. So at the moment, it's not really much. They're all new players, so they haven't really established this hierarchy, but I guarantee when we get halfway through the season, this will have panned out. Well, fingers crossed anyway. But as you can see, T. Sinclair is one of the most influential players, and everyone else, including the captain and vice captain, sit under other players. Social groups, so this shows you the core social group, the secondary social group, and then others. Now, at the moment, the core social group, they've all come together, they're all similar age, because they're always by young, so of course that is the core social group, and then you can see them dwindling down. Happiness at the moment, well, all of them seem to be happy, some of them slightly happy, and some of them are delighted as well. Now the reason why is when they first joined, they weren't very happy, and I don't need to call a team meeting, so that is kind of where I am at the moment. Let's have a look at my team report. So this shows me that we're a physically strong squad, we've got great teamwork, so we've got loads of positives, which is a good thing, especially for the league we're in at the moment. We don't want to see more greens than reds. The week, obviously, we haven't got a big squad, and again, I don't want a big squad. I may have to buy in players if we get a lot of injuries. There's no youth expecting prospects, but we haven't got a youth squad at the moment. We lack quality and depth in goal. We've only got 2 goalies, and of course, that's showing. Again, Joe Cobb apparently can improve. We're apparently lacking in decision making, and we're in the bottom third for work rate. Who knows? There's currently a leadership void in the squad. Again, that can change. And a balance of no means there's no flexibility in the transfer market. Well, there's nothing new there. Looking at our squad depth, this shows me kind of the best players in each position, especially for the formation that I do. So Joe Cobb is actually leading the way in there, and I haven't actually gone with him. They're happy with the amount of players that are there. They're not happy there. And we've got 3 strikers. So overall, I'm happy with that. Stats-wise, as you go, gives you a bit more in depth. Again, we've only played 1 game really, so they can't really say too much about this yet. Some facts. So the youngest player is Maxwell, who's 18. Sinclair's the oldest. The average age is 21, so that's good. And again, yeah, they all seem to be good. I mean, they're all high and low earners, and these records will keep going. Average weight, we are the highest, by the way. With the average height, we're mid, and average age, we're mid as well, so that's not too bad. So again, that just kind of shows you an in-depth of what's happening with the squad at the moment, how well we're doing. Medical centre at the moment, we've got very high risks of injuries, but no current injuries at the moment. And Joe Miller thinks that the workload will lead to higher than normal level of injuries. So I'm praying we don't get injuries, because we don't need that. Risk assessments, players seem happy with the training, and it's on light as well, and I'm worried. Hopefully it won't be too bad, and again, all the players seem to be fit and healthy for the start of the season. So what we'll do, we'll come back, and when we get to the midpoint of the season, which I believe is when we play AFC again. AFC, there we go. That is the midpoint of the season. That's when we'll come back and assess how well we've done. So that'll be the 9th of December. So we've not made it quite to the 9th because I don't want to play the next game, because that is our game that is halfway through the year. But we've made it to halfway through the year now, guys. So let's see how my squad has got on. So first off, we're going to actually start with the transfers. Actually, no, let's look at the squad first. So this is the squad, and it has actually changed from when we last saw. So let's go and have a look at the tactics. This is my squad now, And as you can see, this is my new squad. Brought in some new players. Lee Hendry, as you all know, the big Aston Villa legend there, is now in my squad. He's 40 years old, but I thought, well, I couldn't miss an opportunity to take him on. And he's improving a little bit as well, which isn't too bad. So, I managed to get a Lee Hendry in. I've also got a couple of other strikers in. As you can see, my Troke, he's 21 goals for the season, so he's doing pretty well. However, I did lose a lot of squad, and I'll tell you why that happened. So when we look at the transfers, and we look at the history, as you can see, these were my transfers in to the club. There's quite a lot there. But you can see I released quite a few players as well. Now, the reason I released a few players was because they kept saying they wanted to be playing football, and I didn't want to upset the team with the way they were playing and whatnot. So I decided to let them go. I think that's only fair. So that was the reason why, and I managed to bring in some extra players like Lee Hendry in that. So let's have a look at how we've been doing in the league. So as you can see, since the start of the season, we've had one loss, which was to Wokingham. Was a 3-1 defeat, was pretty bad, and we were the home team as well. So, but as you can see, we've had a couple of draws, but we've done quite well overall. We're in the the fourth round against Washington in the FA Vars. That's coming up in later on in the year. But also, we are top of the league. Let's go to the league. There we go. Look at that. We are top by almost 7 points. We're top by with that one loss, 2 draws and 10 wins. And let's have a look. Let's see how my players are actually performing on the way. So let's have a look. So obviously our form is great. We've gone 5 games without losing. We're not in that one. The games without winning, so that's not too bad. The games without conceding, we've gone 5 games without conceding. That's pretty bad. That's pretty decent. Our average attendance is 125, so it's not the best in the league, but we are a small club, and hopefully we can do it. We've had 1 red card. We've not spent any money, and we don't have the best possession-wise. But let's have a look at some player stats. So, looking at players... Oh, no, it's too much. Let's go to the overview. I apologise. So, Lewis Troke, absolutely taking it away with 16 goals in the league. Phil Johnson is second there. And Tunde's actually putting it up there. He's 7th now in goal scorer. He's been doing pretty well for us. And if you can look most key passes, we're majority in there. Most dribbled, again, we've got 2-3 in there in the top 10. Most tackles, though, we're quite low. We're 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. You know, it's not great. Clean sheets, of course. There's only 2 people leading the way there. Connor and Adam there for Wokingham. So, and as you can see, looking at games won and team goals, and I mean, we're probably one of the better teams in the league. So, we are performing quite well. One thing I will look at is how the board see me at this point of the season. So they can see I'm untouchable. So let's have a look at the confidence. So in competitions, I'm doing very well. Just to go to the summary of it, they're absolutely delighted. Matches, well, I could probably do better, I think, if that's that. But they are pleased and they are concerned. They are slightly concerned despite the good results. The club have been playing less than exciting football, but I don't understand that. We've been winning like 3-4-0, keeping clean sheets and scoring goals. So I don't understand why they're like that. But hey ho. Looking at the club stature, you know, we are. It's too early for them to comment. Club finances. Now this is where I think it's a bit weird. So they're absolutely happy with the way my control of my finances are. Now let's take a look at the finances. August we were slightly in the black, but we're now 7,528 in red. And I'm not going to lie, it is the wages, I believe. So if I go back to my inbox and just go to finance here. So no, I don't think we've got any letters from finance here, have we? Okay, I'll see if I can try and go to the beginning of the month, because normally that's where they release them, don't they? Like the first of the month. There we go. Finance. Yeah, let's see if I can do that. So monthly fin. Let's have a look. There we go. So we've only got the one, and as you can see, the main expenditure is my bonus. So the players getting a bonus is the main expenditure. My match day income's my best, but we are only losing £711 a month. Not great, because we're £7,000 in debt, but it's a lot better than probably what my previous years have been, if I'm being honest. So if I played other saves, it's a lot better than where we're at. So at the moment, we're currently sitting top. We've got some big games coming up ahead. We've got the same kind of league format. We're playing them all again now for the last couple of games. But we've got Washington in the FA 4th round Vars. They are a Northern Div 1 team. They are currently sitting second in the league. So we may come unstuck against them. But I fancy my chances, and I'm hoping that we can get on there. So yeah, the next episode for the To the Prem series will be the end of the season, where we will recap everything and see how Henley got on for the year. Will we get promoted? Well, things are looking good with only one loss, but we've still got to play them all again and see if we can take them to the Prem, or at least to the Hellenic Premier Division, at least anyway. So if you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and also hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in episode 3 to find out how Henley got on. Thanks for watching.